Hello, I'm Tina. Welcome to my channel. And we will learn JSTL now, okay? And the first two tags I want to introduce is CSET and COUT. They are both in JSTL code tag library. First, CSET. You can use CSET to initialize or set a variable of a web application in specific scope. The syntax is listed below here, like we have a CSET, okay, var, and you can give any variable name, and you can have a value for this variable name, okay, and scope. This scope can have 4 values: page, request. I think you can answer the remaining application and session and application. There's another stranger use of CSET, which is something like you give a value and equals something, and you give a property equals a property name of your model, and you give a target. Target can be retrieved each one here using EL expression, which refer to one attribute inside any scope. This tag is similar. Do you remember we learned set property? Okay, very similar to this one. Okay, this is a CSET being used. Okay, and we will show you example later. Now, once we set a variable, we can retrieve the variable, right? So we can use COUT. COUT is going to display the result of an expression and also a variable. Okay, variable means this variable is using CSET. It's similar to the tag JS expression because JSP expression gonna eventually out.print. I forgot it's a print, or I think it's a print for either print or write method. So this expression gonna evaluate it and then eventually print out to the page, right? And the COUT also, when it's being evaluated, it's gonna also print out on the page. It can use EL notation. The reason is it can have expression. In the expression, we will use EL expression. That's why you can use a dot, like a person dot address dot first name, like this way. Automatically escape XML tags, so they aren't evaluated as actual tags. This one is very important because by default, COUT will escape XML tags. It can prevent cross-site scripting attack, and we will introduce in another video. Okay. The syntax for COUT is value is required, and it can be variable, it can be expression. Variable means a variable of the CSET, and expression is any EL expression. And it can have default values, and it also has another way to set default values, which is like between the opening tag and the closing tag. Value equals something, and this is the default value, can also be put it here, default value, and then you have the closing tag, COUT. Okay, like this. Now let me show you example demos for this part. Here, last video, we already have the tag lib declared and also dependency. And this one I will do first thing is here I want to add a link. And the link here I will go to JSTL core JSP, okay? And then here I will use JSTL demo. And now in JSTL, let's change this one to be JSTL demo. And here in, let's have H1, JSTL demo, and then H2, which is CSET and COUT, okay? And the first demo, okay, sorry, I'm not familiar. I don't like the keyboard because it's too small. Okay, and here what I'm gonna do is C set. Okay, and here we can give a var, which is a variable name. Here I will use channel name. Okay, and the value is Miss Xing. Okay, and you can you can give any scope. You can use session request, page, application as you want. Okay, by default is a page scope. Okay, if you are using page scope, you don't need to have this scope here. Okay, and if we want to retrieve the value, C. This C is what? This C is this prefix C. Okay, this by convention we just use C. Out, and the value, channel name. Okay, and if we want to display default value, okay, default value, let's use the BR here, and here we also have another BR. Okay, and have last one, which is okay, and here channel name 1, channel name 2. We don't have channel name, right? So we can set default value. Default value is ABC. Okay, the default value. This is one way. Okay, the other way is between the tags. We can set default value. Here is another way to set default value. Okay, why here have like the yellow, kind of like a yellow background? I don't like it. Now let's redeploy and test. It's getting late. Okay, now let's go to our browser. Okay, where's my browser? Here. Okay, I will open this URL. It's gonna go to our home page, and then JSTL, click. You will see Miss Xing default value. This is another way to set default value. Okay, so it works. This one will retrieve this value, but we don't have a variable called channel name 1 and channel name 2, right? So it will display default value. That's another way. That's another one, which is for what? Escape XML demo. Okay, escape XML. Let me show you. C set. Okay, var, which is this HTML variable. Okay, and the value. Oh, sorry, this is value. Okay, I should say I want to give the variable, which is HTML variable. Okay, paragraph. Okay, did I spell correctly? And here I will have a paragraph inside. This is escape XML demo. Okay, and have another tag, which is the closing tag of the paragraph, and the closing tag for the C set. Okay, after I set, I have to use the C out to retrieve. Okay, when we use the C out, let's see the difference. Okay, first one, I directly get this paragraph. Okay, and if we do like this way, default is gonna escape XML. The other one is C out. Value still is this one, paragraph. Okay, but now I will configure this escape XML to be false because the default is true. Now we will show you the difference between them. Okay, now let's just update. Okay, now we will go and refresh. See here the difference when we use escape the demo. Then the first one, okay, by default is escape, right? You will see the paragraph, this tag are being printed okay? But the second one, it actually act as a paragraph. The browser will render the page. See here, I have a paragraph here. Okay, it's not the P is being printed out. That's escape XML is doing, okay? And it's very powerful and very useful. We will show you later. So next one. Okay, next one, is the last demo I want to show you. I want to show you something which is this one. The notes is gone, okay, which is for similar way, similar to what? Similar to set the property. JSP set property, okay? And I have a BR here. And now let me show you. But for this demo, I have to have an object. Okay, so here I will use Scriptlet to create an object. Otherwise, I don't have other ways. Okay, so to create an object, I'm gonna do is here don't have a set method. We will have a set method. We need to have a set method for them. So first, I will generate a setter for the first name, last name, and I will provide a default constructor. Okay, so my values can be set later, or you can override later. Okay, so here I will create a person. P equals new person. Okay. And now that's I will put in one of the scope. Doesn't matter it's a page scope or request scope. I put a request scope. Okay, like here person, and here is a P. Okay, and after I put a scope, this person doesn't have first name and the last name, right? We can set using cset, and you just give a value. The value for the first name is William, suppose. Okay. And scope, you don't need to set, don't need to use a scope, because when we're using target to retrieve this person, we will use the EL expression. EL expression will automatically retrieve from all the scope. So here, William and the property is on the first name, okay? And then the target will retrieve person, okay? So it means this William, this value will set to the first name property under the person object. This person will match to the request scope, the person attribute. Okay. The same thing we can set for the what? For the last name value, last name is Edward. Okay. Property is last name, and the same thing target is what? The person. Okay. And then we close. In this case, because this P here is a reference type, right? It's not a value, it's a reference, okay? So we the first name is set to this person, and the last name, William is set to this P's first name, okay? Edward is also set the value to this variables last name, which is P's last name. Now, if we want to retrieve, using cout, when we directly use P here, you actually cannot see the value William and Edward, because when we we want to print out this P, which is this person, it will print out the toString method. The toString method by default is something in the memory address. Okay, it's a memory address like a Miss Xing dot model dot person, then @ then is a memory address. Okay, so let me show you. I refresh. Hey, what happened? Person, this person, this person, first name, last name, William. Hey, why doesn't it work now? Redeploy, let me redeploy. I don't know what happened. Okay, weird. Okay, now let's go and refresh. Hey? Oh, something is wrong. This one should be person. Okay, this is why did I use p here? It should be person. Okay, it should be person because no, this is a variable. When we retrieve this EL expression, we should be using attribute name. I'm thinking, why did that happen? Weird. Okay. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, so now go again. See here, this is the toString method default. We didn't implement, but now if we go here to generate toString method, okay, then you will see all the things. I will not include the address, only first name and last name. Okay, and now we go here and redeploy. Let me see update works or not. Fine, and refresh. Oh no, this one doesn't work. Let me redeploy. Okay, now let's go back, refresh. Okay, you will see person, first name William, last name is Edward, and they are being set. Use cset, right? You can also using dot, like C out value, yes, retrieve one by one, person dot first name, okay, like a EL expression, and also same thing for C out, okay, value, yes, person dot last name, okay, like this. Let me add a BR here. Okay, and now let's redeploy. This one should work. Okay, now go back and refresh. You will see William Edward also being printed. Okay, and I already introduced most of the cases what's gonna be used for cset and C out. Okay, once you understand one, you can understand others. But for this case, is really interesting and weird. Normally I never used, but these two I do used before. Okay. And the next video is gonna be also a very interesting video. I'm gonna explain how C out actually prevent cross-site scripting this attack. Okay, if you are interested, you can watch the next video. So that's it for this video. The source code is in the description. You can download from my GitHub. Thank you for your time and see you next time. Bye bye.